2nd and 10. Stroud in trouble, loses the ball. The Bills trying to jump on it. Ball was bouncing around. Buffalo's got it. C.J. Stroud trying to hang in there, stay patient, and it cost him. Dorian Williams comes out of the pack with the football.
Rookie right tackle Blake Fisher, look at the top, 57. He's working against Smoot, and Smoot's hand coming through, able to pop the ball free as Stroud tried to navigate the pocket. There's Dorian Williams, who's been all over the field this game, coming up with a loose ball. And Buffalo hangs in, and gives themselves another opportunity.
Smoot, one of the new faces for Buffalo on defense this year. Former Jacksonville Jaguar, was a 3rd-round pick in 2017 out of Illinois. Just made a huge play, and it's now on Mitch Trubisky to run this offense for Buffalo. Originally with Chicago, came to Buffalo as a backup. Then Pittsburgh showed interest to be a starter. Got his chance there, never really panned out, and now he's back with the Bills for his 2nd stint.
The good thing they have with him is all the experience. He's gone to a Pro Bowl with Chicago, and he can run the football if given an opportunity, a good athlete.
Allen is out of the 10. He put the helmet on. This might be one play for Trubisky. Put it on the ground. Cook. And he is stopped.
And here he comes.
Josh Allen is back. Fatukasi with the tackle. Getting the play call in, dealing with the crowd noise. We hit 4 minutes to go in this 4th quarter.
How'd you like to have been the trainers in there when he realized his team had the football? We're done here, right?
Second and 10. Motion man is Shavers, who came off the practice squad. Play clock was down to 0-0. Allen throwing. It is caught. Ruled incomplete. James Cook could not handle it inbounds as Eric Murray tried to ride him to the sideline. And he was successful in doing that. What a grab.
And listen, you're able to do this when you know your running back has wide receiver skills, and James Cook has that. You don't often throw a back shoulder fade. And Sean McDermott was thinking about challenging, but I believe the people upstairs told him don't do it, and a good idea.
And now a timeout called by Buffalo. First timeout for the Bills, stops the clock, 3.5 remaining. Play clock was winding down. So this is why Sean McDermott went to the pocket and grabbed the red flag. You see this incredible effort by Cook.
But it's 1 foot and then body out of bounds. Whoever's advising him upstairs got that extra look and told him to keep it in his pocket.
So the Bills are facing a 3rd down and 10 at the Houston 15 after the turnover. Cough up by Stroud, created by the Smoot hit. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting. JB, Nate, Matt, Coach Cower, latest NFL scores and highlights. 3.5 on the clock.
Your big play receiver, your big body guy, believes at the bottom of the screen.
Allen on the move. Allen slings it. Incomplete. Looking for Samuel, but Al Shire put the pressure on Allen. And it's 4th down. Field goal unit with Tyler Bass will step onto the field for Buffalo.
So Al Shire puts the pressure on, but look behind him in the secondary. When he breaks contain, the blue shirts find the white shirts and attach to them. Don't allow them to find any space to get open, forcing the field goal attempt.
33 yards, chance to tie. Ferguson the snapper, Martin the holder. Bass from 33 yards away. He knocks it through. We are even at 20-20 with 3:18 to play. So the Bills create on defense with Smoot getting into the pocket, getting a hand in on Stroud, and that ball was not free. Williams jumping on top of it. Then the Bass field goal to tie this game up. Bills will kick it off. Houston has all 3 timeouts remaining, 3:18 left here in the fourth.
Last week, the last drive of the game for Houston, C.J. Stroud took him downfield for the game-winning touchdown. Can he do it again against a second-half defense of Buffalo that's been awfully impressive?
We asked Stroud, what do you think about in those late-game situations? He said, I just tell myself, I'm prepared for this. Don't change who you are. And I say to myself, go win the game.
Sometimes the self-talk is good, isn't it? When it's not of the negative variety, it works well for you.
That kickoff through the back of the end zone coming out to the 30-yard line. Well, you mentioned it against Jacksonville. Stroud navigating on that final drive. 5 of 5, 45 yards. Stroud eventually getting the touchdown to win it to Agunbawale.
But no Nico Collins available for this drive. Who steps into the breach? Can Stephon Diggs do what he wants to do? Be a huge factor on a big drive.
17 unanswered points from Buffalo to tie this game at 20. On a give for Akers, he bangs his way for 4 yards, hit by Greg Rousseau. NFL Today update, it's active in New York with Coach Cowher.
Yeah, and Joe Flacco, the ageless one, his 3rd touchdown of the day. It's going to find Alec Pierce from 65 yards out to tie up Jacksonville with 2.5 minutes to go, 34-34.
I could say it.
Yep.
He's incredible.
He really is.
Truly. What we saw last year with Cleveland and now doing it for another team.
You know what he is? He's our modern-day George Blanda.
Yeah.
Remember when Blanda did that for the Raiders that one season?
Does he kick
all the way
also?
through? He might do it if asked to do so.
Stroud too high on the pass for Akers. There were some bodies bunched up in that area. No Nico Collins for the Texans right now, and they are feeling it. We're talking about one of the best weapons in the NFL, what Collins has done this season.
But they have guys capable. You've got Diggs, you've got Tank Dell, you've got Dalton Schultz. Can this offensive line protect and give C.J. Stroud enough time? This defensive front for Buffalo has increased the pressure as the second half has gone on.
You can hear Bills fans inside NRG Stadium. 3 straight incompletions for Stroud. First time that's happened today. 2:33 to go. 3rd and 6. Stroud flips it. It's complete. Schultz got the step on Rasul Douglas for the first down. 10 yards. Clock is ticking. 2:17 left.
And he didn't do it with a clean pocket. It was pretty muddy as we see Schultz come across with Diggs. A little scissors route. Both of them crossing, and Schultz gets the ball. But that pocket was not clean. And he found enough of a gap to get the ball through and get it to Schultz.
This is a 2-minute warning.
The former Dallas Cowboy has given the Texans some life. C.J. Stroud turned 23 earlier this week. Already in his young career, he has shown an ability, a knack, a control and command in late game situations. He's trying to do it once again for Houston. On a handoff, Agunbawale has nowhere to go. He gets bottled up in the backfield. Hit by Daquan Jones and Dwayne Carter. Loss of 2. And a timeout call with 1:52 remaining.
Seconds. 30 seconds.
Bills have 1 timeout left. Stay tuned. NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Time
Please
permitting.
set the game clock to
JB and the gang back in New York.
156, please.
Feels like it's been a pretty busy NFL Sunday. Scores, highlights, all coming up.
I think they got a few things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some meat on the bone.
Oh, there's no question. So as we finish this one out, if you're Buffalo your bread and butter is rushing 4, dropping 7, right? And that play there allows you to stay with that philosophy. Because I was wondering at some point, is Bobby Babich going to bring a linebacker, bring a 5th guy and try and make it a one-on-one pass rush for someone like Greg Rousseau? He may not have to with that lost yardage play there on defense. He may be able to stay with his bread and butter.
2nd and 12, 1:56 to go. 5 defensive backs here for the Bills. Short pass, Diggs, can't break away. And he gets hit by Daquan Jones, limiting Diggs, the former Bill, to a gain of 2.
Buffalo calls their 3rd and final time out of the half.
So the Bills have used their final timeout. We have 1:52 left. And Houston is facing a 3rd and 10.
Hard to screen a team that's not bringing extra guys at the quarterback, because if the back 7's just staring at the play in front of them, able to react and make it.
So the Bills and Sean McDermott decide to use their timeouts here, banking on the defense to get a stop.
And banking on that quarterback who has the experience now to navigate without timeouts.
Ball is just short of the 45-yard line on Houston's end of the field.
Dalton Schultz has become a bit more increasing target as this game has moved on for C.J. Stroud.
Third and 10 for the Texans. Stroud throws it. Room to work. Catch made. First down, Ogunbowale. Clock is rolling. 1:39 left. Bills cannot stop the clock, and he stayed in bounds.
Exactly. I was right there with you on that one. As I watched him at the end of the play, watch this intelligent play by Ogunbowale. He slid in like he was trying to get to third base.
He's safe.
Safe, and the clock kept ticking. No penalty there. I understand I'm looking for one, but there was not one there from Benford.
So now Houston is in Buffalo territory at the 44. Running play. Nowhere to go. Ogunbowale and some pushing and shoving at the end of it. Cole Bishop slides in to make the stop. Kaimi Fairbairn is getting into the right headspace, going through his routine. 50 seconds and counting left. Stroud, sidearm toss. It's handled, and it's Schultz. 3-yard pickup. They are in Fairbairn range. It's going to be a long field goal if this is where the drive halts. Right now they're staring at a 57-yarder. And it's 3rd and 5.
That means they're in range for Fairbairn, but you obviously would like to take a little bit off for him. 59-yarder this year. I believe he's now 7 for 8 for the season from 50 plus.
Ogunbowale motions out of the backfield. This is 3rd and 5 for Houston. Stroud floats it, nobody home. Dalton Schultz in the area. And there's a lot of time on the clock, 41 seconds left. They elect to throw it, obviously accepting that this is going to be a long field goal, but they stopped the clock as well.
Yeah. And I thought that if he didn't have something, he might just go ahead and take off and run and try to do anything.
A flag is down.
Well, Buffalo was calling for intentional grounding because who was out there? That's what they're trying to say from the sideline. I think that might be the discussion.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 7.
Huge call.
Quarterback was in the pocket under duress, threw the ball to an area with no eligible receiver. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's a loss of down. It's 4th down.
I think
we will now talk to both coaches
Dell
about the 10-second runoff implications.
Watch to the outside here. As he throws the football, he is under duress, and the receiver just stops right there, Dalton Schultz. He thinks he's going to go all the way to the sideline, and Schultz stops, and he's going to run a little whip route and come inside.
All right, let's bring in Gene Steratore. Just watch the replay. Gene, your reaction.
Yeah, and a good job by Charles of breaking it down, too. And I know some people will look and say, well, he just broke the wrong way. and CJ's throwing to an area, but by rule it doesn't matter if that receiver breaks in and he throws, as Charles said, in the pocket, under pressure, lands in an area where there is no receiver, you've got to penalize him for intentional grounding. A really good job by the crew. It takes multiple people to do that.
And it changes everything. That was going to be a field goal attempt for Fairbairn. They were looking at a 57-yarder. Instead, it's Tommy Townsend now on the field, kicking it away to Codrington, who's standing at the 8. No rush. Townsend, high kick. This one is going to bounce and then settle in inside the 5. You can't do it much better than that. 32 seconds on the clock for Buffalo. 46-yard punt.
A sequence of offense for Houston. Timeouts in their pocket. Didn't run the football in order to set things up. Trusted their quarterback in that spot, which you understand. But at the same time now, you come away with no attempt at a field goal, and Buffalo gets one last shot at it.
Now we'll see if Josh Allen can pull a rabbit out of the hat. 32 seconds left from their own 3-yard line. Allen throws on first down. It's a battle. Keon Coleman, and a flag is down with Lassiter there defensively.
And which way is this going to go? Because they were both battling now.
Allen hoping it's against Lassiter. It's not.
Pass interference. Offense number 0. Penalties decline. Second down.
And this is what you have with Keon Coleman, who is quite the talent. But his ability to separate from people is something that you wondered about coming out. Big body guy, can go up and make every catch you want if he gets his body in front of yours. But if it's even, that's a tough play for him, tough for any receiver. And Kamari Lassiter was right there in position.
A couple of things to keep an eye on. If you're thrown out of your own end zone, you do risk a safety.
Holding penalty.
And if it's 3 quick passes, Houston would get the ball back with 3 timeouts.
And likely near midfield if you don't gain yardage.
27 seconds left. Allen in the pocket, heaves it, deep shot downfield. Hollins, the intended target. It's incomplete. In a matchup with Murray. 21 seconds on the clock.
And it looked like he broke free for a second, and Eric Murray, recognizing the double move, comes over and runs at the hip with Hollins to help force the incompletion.
7 straight incompletions for Josh Allen, who is 9 of 29. Third and 10.
So even if you decide to run it here, if you're Houston and you're alert, you use one of your timeouts to make sure you get the ball back. Let's see what Buffalo does.
From the gun. Rushes on. Allen waits and throws. He bounces it. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. Will Anderson Jr. put the pressure on Allen. And it's a very quiet 3 and out with 16 seconds on the clock, and Houston has all 3 timeouts remaining.
I know that Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter want to accumulate the sack statistics. That's what catches everyone's attention, gets you to Pro Bowls and all pro teams. But their pressure continues to be fierce.
That was a 16-second possession.
And he's got to remember the punter cannot step over the back line for a safety.
Sam Martin gets it out of there. Sailing kick. Woods from the 41. Clock is moving. 8 seconds, 7 seconds as Woods stumbles out towards the 45. 56-yard punt, a 12-yard return.
Fairbairn's long for his career 61, correct?
Yes.
Right now, if you don't run a play, what are you, about 63, 64?
Yes.
I think they're going to try and run something quick. They have timeouts in their pocket and gain just enough yardage to give him his best shot at it.
7 seconds remaining.
If you get 5 yards, you put him in a spot that you've seen him in before.
Bills are guarding deep. Texans might be looking for the quick hitter. Stroud.
Gonna run out of time.
Over the middle. 2 seconds. And they get the timeout. Fairbairn's going to get a chance here. 5-yard pickup through the air.
It's a good awareness by Stroud as he made his first move that you can't move much in the pocket before the clock's going to run out on you.
John Weeks is the long snapper. Townsend will hold it. 59-yard attempt for Kaimi Fairbairn. Houston looking for the win. A 59-yarder. Snap, placement, sweeps the leg. Fairbairn! It's gone! Clock City! Houston gets the W. 23-20 the final. They knock off the Bills at the buzzer. Fairbairn the hero. He ends it in regulation. D'Amico Ryans and company. Exhale, celebration, 4-1 start. Second best 5-game start in franchise history for the Texans. 23-20 the final.